What is going on, everyone? Hope you guys are digging the new intro music we have here. It is your boy Steve coming in with another episode, another mini-sode on Dead Men Tell Tales. This one is going to be on the Louisiana Purchase, and this one here was actually rather interesting to me. A lot of stuff in this I did not know, so fun researching this one. I hope you guys enjoy it. Without further ado, here we go. The original Louisiana Purchase was signed in April 30th, 1803. It was 828,000 square miles west of the Mississippi. So, break that down, it's about roughly 4 cents an acre. Comes out to about 15 million. That's insane. I would do terrible, dirty things to be able to buy acreage at 15 cents an acre. Oh my god. Oh my god. Not even 15. Jesus. 4 cents an acre. My bad. 4 cents an acre. What? Anyhow, so the originally Robert Livingston and James Monroe, they had gone over to France to buy Florida and the port of New Orleans. A little bit of backstory here. The area was the whole like Louisiana area there. That was originally obtained by the French since 1682. It was seceded to the Spain in 1762 due to somebody picking the wrong side in the French and Indian War. Um, if y'all remember that one, that was a real thing. So with that, the Spanish wanted Tuscany, and when Napoleon took over in France, the French had Tuscany. So Napoleon traded Tuscany for Louisiana. Um, and obviously, it would Napoleon thought that would help the French Empire in North America, as we all know. Did not. It did not. Due to this, the United Kingdom renewed the war on Napoleon. And obviously, as history goes, we know what happened to Napoleon. Anyway, back to it. Robert Livingston and James Monroe, they went over there to originally buy Florida and the port of New Orleans, which you buy the port of New Orleans, that allows you to go up the Mississippi. You have trade routes, so they wanted to buy that. Originally, they were going over there. This is the craziest part that I didn't know. They originally went over there with $10 million to purchase those two, and in Napoleon's need for money because of the war he was fighting, he was like, "Well, look, for 5 million more, I'll give you the whole Louisiana area. You'd be fucking stupid not to take that." So, without even writing back to the states asking, "Hey, can we spend an extra 5 million from anybody?" They just did it. Some balls right there. Like, just did it. Obviously, that the United States just grew right there. So, with that, the long term goal that obviously was the long term goal of Thomas Jefferson was to get that area. Um, like I said, the United States blew up. Obviously, if you break it down, it pretty much doubled the size of the current United States that was at that time. Land of 15 current states, which include Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, Oklahoma, Nebraska. It was part of the Dakotas came into that. Like 15 current states were bought when we purchased the Louisiana Territory. Um, so with that, we bought it from Napoleon, but the person that we dealt with was Treasury Minister Francois Barbe Marbois, who was completely dumbfounded due to the amount of land that was offered. Like completely dumbfounded by it. But Napoleon being Napoleon, you didn't really want to argue with the man. So it is what it is there. Um, with all this, though, Jefferson still had to justify this purchase. Like it just couldn't be, look what I did. No, he had to justify himself, which obviously you're president. You have to justify shit. And how he did this, it's actually kind of funny. There was an amendment that was considered for it. And he ended up having it. He ended up saying that it was purchased to protect the citizens, which how he broke it down was, well, if we bought this area, it gave us a further place out where we could see when enemies were coming in, pretty much to quote unquote protect us from the French. Um, he actually he faced a lot of flack for the purchase, saying that it was misinterpreted the Constitution. Uh, and then obviously it didn't stop shit. Like it didn't stop anything. It didn't stop anything. Just caught a lot of flack for it. Just kept it moving. Um, Formal ceremonies were held in December. I'm sorry, were held from December 1803 to September of 1804. So in that time, it was pretty much one party on all the land that we had just acquired. Um, and then obviously with good things come bad things. Spain questioned the actual boundaries of everything, but that all was settled out and squashed out in 1819. Obviously, there was no consultation with the Native Americans on any of that land. None of it. It was just the French sold it, so the Native Americans that were living on it just kind of got it shoved up there like, yeah, we don't really give two plucks. They just sold it. Obviously that's gonna create clashes on down the line here. France really only had the rights to a small area of that big ass area. So kind of like I talked in the Maine Comes episode, like the French were like, "Oh, we have this whole area," when in reality they had a little tiny area, and they just sold the whole area, and well, pissed some people off. Um, how we actually paid for this was actually kind of cool. We ended up paying 11,250,000 outright, and 3,750,000. We just looked at it and we're like, yeah, that's coming out of the debts that you already owe us. So now you owe us this much. So that's how we did that, which was kind of cool. And then in 1812, Louisiana joins the United States. So next episode, we are going to hit into that Lewis and Clark expedition, obviously the exploration of the Louisiana territory. So again, you guys, I'm not a history major here, just a guy that does research. Same with John. So if we mess anything up, I mess anything up, kindly let us know. Gladly fix it, correct our wrongs. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And again, I hope you guys are really enjoying that new intro music. If you guys get that opportunity, make sure you hit that like button, that share button, comments, all that good noise. Help us out. It helps us get out there. The more likes we get, stuff like that. So, again, help us out. With that, everybody, hope y'all have a great week, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.